Until last year, Indian fund houses were valued at 4 to 5% of the total assets they managed, or the AUM as it's called. Valuation also depended on the kind of funds run by the mutual fund. But recently, valuations have changed hugely, with Reliance MS being valued by Eaton Park Capital at a whopping 13% of its assets under management. Eaton picked up a 5% strategic stake in Reliance for 500 crore rupees. That's not all. 2 months ago, Dutch asset management company Robeco valued Canara Bank Mutual Fund at a whopping 12% of its AUM. Canara manages assets worth 4,000 crore rupees. This dramatically improves the situation for UTI Mutual Fund, which plans to go public early next year. It may now be valued at as high as 6,700 crore rupees, given its asset base of 52,000 crore rupees. So what explains the readiness of global players to pay even more for Indian fund houses? Analysts expect Indian equity markets to continue to surge in the coming years, and assets of mutual funds should grow in line. So for global players, it makes sense to pay a premium for Indian fund houses and thus get a share of the Indian equity pie. But why are Indian fund houses seeking global players?
What they would really do is, therefore, is through the private placement, raise benchmarks or raise the mark, as it were, in terms of getting good valuation. Once they obtain very good valuation, then perhaps they could go to the Indian market and through IPO or through approaching the market, realize much better value. And also at the same time pick up some retail investors as well.
Experts say valuation of Indian mutual funds are evolving in step with global valuation standards. Fund houses globally are valued not only on the basis of their equity assets, but also on the basis of their leadership in the industry. Also, factors like profitability, future potential for global expansion, and higher investor base are taken in their favor. And with many wealth management firms being valued for more than 50 to 150 times their earnings, analysts expect valuations of fund houses to only become higher. In Mumbai, Pooja Miswani.